Okay, it is a beautiful day. It is -5 degrees, which is very nice considering almost everywhere else is like -30 right now. It is a bluebird day. Not sure if you can see that. And so I'm gonna go run some errands. Some of my plants are getting moldy on top. This always happens, especially since I reuse my potting mix. If it gets mold once, it's gonna get it again. So I'm gonna go to the garden store and I'm gonna get some vermiculite. I've never bought it before, but I think it's time. Cinnamon can only do so much. It's a time of year where the sun is just low in the sky and it's always in your eyes when you're driving. Case in point, always right there. I figured I would do a little bit of perusing in the store and take you with me. While I did have something in mind, obviously I was going to get vermiculite, I am in the market for lawn art, potentially, and some pots. So I do know that this place in particular is pretty pricey, but also they have some pretty good quality stuff. That bike is very darling, but not quite my style. I was starting to look at the pots. Everything that I have so far is terracotta. Those caught my eye for like thyme or rosemary or something like that. And then I did ponder this pot. I would like to maybe get some roses that are not hardy to my zone in pots for my rose garden. And I'm not quite sure which ones. I was looking, like this one is a little bit higher. Maybe that would be good for the garden. Something more ornate or French. I don't know. Let me know if you have any ideas for what would look good, or if I should overwinter roses in my garage. Onto the lawn art. This place has such fun early 2000s kitschy stuff, which I'm definitely leaning toward. I don't know what it is. Maybe since I had a kid, I'm like going back to the nostalgia of my childhood. Like, that thing is so ugly, but I was like, it's kind of cute. That puppy's kind of cute. I put a poll up on Instagram, on my Instagram, about one of these rain meters. It's a little frog, and I was like, do you guys think this is cute or does it look cursed? And everybody said it was cursed. This one right here, it was on sale for $30 and I thought it was so cute, but I guess my taste is just really bad right now. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I thought it was cute. On to more pots. This kind of Grecian terracotta one I thought was really cool, and it was on sale. But I don't think it's my vibe. I think I need to either go more like French and do all classical terracotta pots, pick something a little bit more modern, or go absolute kitschy, like gnome garden. Like you'll see a pot next, this little one with the dragonflies on it, you know, or that. I don't know. I need to maybe Pinterest and figure out what my pot style is. The next thing that caught my eye while I was walking through were these lavender trees that they had from Christmas. I was almost duped because they were on sale. I saw that yellow sticker and I was like, ooh, but it was only $5 off. They were still $20. And I was like, better not. I took a quick look over the Christmas stuff. There was a pretty funny welcome mat and just bips and bops. Nothing was really catching my eye about Christmas. And then I kept looking around and I thought about these wind direction things. Not sure where I'd put it, but I'm pretty sure they'd fly off my roof because it gets so windy here. Again, this kitschy 2000s bird bath I thought was so cute. What's wrong with me? Is there anything wrong with me? Do I want to change? Maybe. Next thing were these little frogs. Holly's been obsessed with frogs, so I did heavily consider getting some to add to the whimsy of the garden. And then this little mushroom, I think it was an Oya. Like, it's a terracotta situation. That hole, I think you put water in and then it seeps into the plant. So for a cute pot, that was something. They were $8. They were on sale. And then I thought these were the same, but it is just a little ornament, little lawn art, or whatever you would call it. I do need a thermometer. I don't need one, but I thought it would be kind of cool to get one. But I think I'd like to get one that is pretty. That one was $5, so it was tempting, but then this tray I thought was cute, but it was still $30, so I don't know. It was just a little bit too expensive. This is the first time I've ever seen primroses or really known what they are, and of course I know them because of Gardener's World and Monty Don. He always has a primrose in the spring. I thought they had some really cute colors. I don't know what this is called. I think it starts with a C. I wasn't paying attention. And I was really tempted to get some of these and pinch back the flowers and put them in pots, but I didn't do that today because I had another mission, but let me know if that would be something that would even be worthwhile, if that's something you do, or if you'd like to see that project, because these are just absolutely gorgeous. They were $10, which I think is a fair price for how big those plants are. And then I finally got to it. I grabbed my vermiculite. I took a quick peek at the seeds. They have the biggest West Coast seed stash I've seen around my city. Grabbed a couple of things, and that was it. Thanks for shopping with me. Okay, let's do a quick haul before I go home. I got another heat sheet. This doesn't have like an adjustment. Apparently that means they're bad, but one I have is working, so I need another one. I got plant labels, vermiculite, as per the reason I came here. I've been influenced by growing in Canada, and I got Detroit Supreme. I was also influenced to get Bolero carrots, Butter Crunch lettuce. I love these for lettuce wrap, so I'm excited to grow this. And then I got golden beets. These are the same ones I did last year. I just am low on beet seeds because you don't get that many. You get 240. Maybe I do have a lot left. God, I'm so bad at this. Anyway, that's all I bought. Okay, so we are back home. I've got my plants. I've got my vermiculite. But what I'm gonna do first is I'm actually gonna transplant a few of these onions into a new cell tray. I'm not sure how they're actually going to do. I don't know if they're too young or too old. I've never done this before, so I'm just gonna do a few, give it some time and see how they take. And then from there, decide if I'm going to transplant the rest or not. I'm just gonna pick one variety, this one, which isn't labeled. I think this is the red wing. Pretty sure. And I'm gonna put that into here. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a chopstick. Shove this in here. It's like a spaghetti noodle that does not want to go where you want it to. Oh yeah. Look at that guy. My bunny-tailed grass is starting to sprout, which is super fun. I'm really excited for this one. How fun. I love to see things start sprouting. I'm such a nerd about it. right, that does it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Rachel. I garden in Zone 3 in Canada. Probably a bad time to mention that. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Thanks for getting your hands dirty with me. I post videos every Thursday and Sunday. If you feel like subscribing, give it a go. Give it a chance. Give me a chance. And if you are already subscribed, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure getting to know you guys in the comments. If you are gardening in a short season, let me know where in the comments below. And if it's not a short season, where you grow, that's okay. Rub it in my face. Let me know what zone you're gardening in down below too. I'd love to get to know you guys and build a community here. And that's it. So I guess I'll stop talking now. See you in the next one. Bye guys.